couple days later, you're not going to be
That's the
at
thing.
your
That's
physical
what I
best.
said. You had a game less than 48 hours later, and I'm telling you, man, you tie one on, you go out for a hardcore one, you're going to be hurting the next day, but you're also going to feel some residuals. You're not going to be 100% even a day later, especially if this kid, I mean, he likes to, put him back. I mean, what did he passed out in the alley?
Yeah.
Whatever. So it's like if you're talking about that kind of inebriation, that's going to affect you for more than one day. It's going to take more than one day to bounce back from that. Just to get, I'm not saying you're not going to be okay, but you're definitely not going to be 100% for something like a Big Ten or a Big Ten level basketball game. Okay?
On the more positive side, though, to shift gears a moment, I think we need to highlight the positive play of our Iowa City native, Matt Gatens. Last three games,
is doing fine.
Very strong.
He's doing fine.
Very strong.
Absolutely.
Matt is starting to string together good games. He's becoming the clear-cut leader of this team.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him that he's got not a lot of help around him, but he's got two choices. Come out and fight like heck and keep playing his best, or mail it in. And I know what Matt Gatens is going to do.
Yeah.
He's going to come out and play tough. And that's all we can do. It's just a dogfight the rest of the way. Even if we come up on the short end, I want to see our kids fighting.
All we can do is our best.
That's right.
All we can do is our best, and then we can leave that court with our heads hung high, and we can face tomorrow, whatever adversaries tomorrow bring, with a clear heart and a clear mind. Listen, Johnny, I think we got a caller. We got a caller. And I think it might be time once again for this week's edition of Skeebee's Keys to the Game. Merry Christmas, Skeebee. How you doing, buddy?
Merry Christmas, fellas.
How's it going, buddy? How's Denver?
Denver's doing good.
Denver's doing good?
60 degrees today.
60 degrees. How about that? I was cold today. I was cold. I have to admit it. So, Skeebee, what are your thoughts? We were talking about the news in the basketball land of our number 2 scorer and his troubles with the law. What feelings do you have in general about the basketball squad this year? What have you seen? What do you like? What don't you like? What's going on in that head of yours?
Well, from the, I've seen like 3 or 4 games that have been on TV out here.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they are not very good.
Oh.
But the thing I like is, in particular, when I watched them play Texas, is they didn't quit.
They don't quit.
They played hard the whole game. Well, they had the lead in the second half.
That's right.
They had a
Absolutely.
chance. But I like the fact that they play hard the whole game. They don't give up, even though they're getting beaten pretty thoroughly in some of these games. But they play hard the whole way through.
Skeebee, John and I, and for those at home, John and I, there's a ball game tonight, and John and I are going to go to that ball game. So if you guys see us out there,
it's on the Big Ten Network, so I get to watch it.
Okay, well, take a look for us, because what we're going to do is we're going to sneak up. All right, so we should be on TV, I think, Johnny. Another channel, of course, competing channel. But
one of the nice things, Skeebee, about getting to go to the game is, I anticipate there will be a seat next to me. I can put my coat on it. I will probably be able to put my feet up on the chair in front of me, and just, spacious, very comfortable.
I went to a game. I went to the, Skeebee, I went to the ACC Challenge game where we played
Virginia Tech.
Yeah. And there was an entire section of Kinnick, okay? Carver. There was an entire section of Carver. And I looked over there, and I said, man, that is sparse. That is a sparse section. And I counted.
Time out. I've never heard anybody pronounce it.
I think that is the biggest disappointing thing about the basketball team is the fact that the fans seem to basically have just completely abandoned this team.
I went in there the other day, and I said, is this the JV squad? Do we have a JV squad? Because it was the first day that Licklater wasn't there, okay? And the coach wasn't there. No one else was there. I was there, and I was like, I didn't know that Iowa had a JV squad. I thought maybe we did for a second or two. But
can I just break in here for a minute? A minute ago, I have to go back to this. You when you were talking about the empty section of the stadium,
sparse.
you call it. I noticed that you said sparse, and you've said it 3 times now. I've never heard anybody. I pronounce that word as sparse.
Sparse,
and you say sparse. Skeebee,
tiebreaker.
How do you feel about it?
Oh, it's sparse.
Sparse.
Right. It's 2-1 now.
It's sparse. Maybe I was thinking about pears.
I mean, I kind of like.
That's one of my favorite fruits.
Yeah,
but.
sparse,
like
scarce, but. Yeah.
Well, listen, there was 19 people in the section. There was 19 people in a section from top to bottom. Okay, I thought that was bad. I went back the next Saturday. It wasn't even that big of a game, and that was versus Prairie A&M. Same section, 7 people, and a tuba. That was all, and there was not even anybody playing the tuba. It was just sitting there in its own chair.
That's hard to understand. It's just
like, I've never seen anything like that, and I've been going to that stadium since it opened, basically, or that arena, and I was just shocked. I've been out of town, I haven't been in for a full basketball season, for a few years now, and I was absolutely shocked. And come on, the thing is, though, I had a beautiful experience. You see, you can drive right up, you can park right outside, you don't have to worry about parking. You walk right in there, you don't get anything. You get the raspberry chocolate swirl cone. You can only get that raspberry ice cream there. That's the only place I've ever got that, and it's delicious. Okay, walk right up. I sat in my regular seat for a couple minutes, and then I was like, okay, just mosey on up. And I was like 10 rows from, right on the free throw line, 10 rows up, right behind the visitor's bench. I was in perfect seats, prime seats, and just had my own row, So it's like, if you're a fan of just next level basketball, okay, this is just a great place. And, kids are nothing. It takes, a couple bucks to get the kids in, and it's just like, it's a real opportunity to just to have a good time. It costs as much as a movie now. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't believe that there's more people in this city that don't take advantage of this. Because for me, as depressing as it is, there's something really fun about going to see one of these things. And what I think about is the days in the late 90s. In Skeebee, remember this, when we used to just walk into Kinnick,
Sure.
And we would just walk into Kinnick when we were terrible those years. We would just walk right down almost down to the sideline and just move into the 50, And you could just have these awesome seats and watch these guys play and see these future superstars. There's future NBA players on the, or whatever. And, it's just, it couldn't be easier. It's very user-friendly, is my bottom line, But, unfortunately, as Skeebee said, I'm not going to say it. I'll quote Skeebee, we're not that good.
Well, you know what? We are paying our dues right now as Hawk fans, everybody.
Right.
You know what? You think back historically about being a Hawk fan, and certainly there are periods where, your team is going to be down. This is one of those times.
Right.
And it's called paying your dues, Hawk fans.
Exactly.
And we just need to stick it out.
You go like this, and you go like this, and, when you're up, the only thing that gives that any meaning is the fact that you've been down. If it was just like this, nobody would care. Yeah. But the fact is, if you want to get up there, you're going to have to be down here every once in a while. Skeebee, the other thing I'd like to announce here on television is that I got you this year's bull button, and I'm holding it up right now for the camera.
Nice.
So
I've seen a picture of it. I know what it looks like.
You can get these at Iowa Book, and I've got you this year's bull button for the Orange Bowl. This is the official button. Now, Skeebee, I don't know if you guys know this at home, but Skeebee has an awesome collection of bowl buttons. He has the bowl buttons from every year that we played a bowl. I think you're missing one, Skeebee. Which one are you missing?
1959 Rose Bowl.
He's only missing the 1959 Rose Bowl, which means he has the 57 Rose Bowl?
That's correct.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Which one is your favorite?
I believe I think it's the 82 Rose Bowl button, where it's just the big rose.
That's a great one. Yeah, the 81 Rose Bowl.
Skeebee,
the 81 Rose Bowl.
You really ought to look into how to acquire that 59 Rose Bowl. Maybe
I've looked into it. I found you can get them, but it's pretty pricey. One of these days I'll break down and buy it.
How much do they charge for that, like on eBay?
Well, they recreated them with the 57 and the 82.
Uh-huh.
And they were selling them as a set for $100.
Yeah.
The recreations?
Those 3 buttons.
No, you need to find the original.
What do you think the original would go for?
I haven't found anybody who has the original.
Yeah, they're pretty rare, I bet. So, Skeebee, Christmas coming up. What'd you ask Santa for, buddy?
I asked Santa for an Orange Bowl victory.
Nice.
Oh, amen to that.
Good job, buddy. Good job. All right, Skeebee, you want anything to say?
Yeah, Skeebee, I've got a good news, kind of an early Christmas present that we received in Hawkeye Country today.
Oh, what's that?
Word broke on the internet, nice little story. Adrian Claiborne announcing he will come back for his senior season.
That's huge.
That is huge. That is absolutely huge. That is absolutely huge. All right, on that happy note, Skeebee, Merry Christmas, buddy.
All right, Merry Christmas.
God bless you and yours. Goodwill towards men. All right, my man. We'll talk to you next week. Okay, buddy?
All right.
Say hi to the family.
Will do.
Go Hawks.
All right, go Hawks.
Great guy, Skeebee.